Hi, I'm Adam Smith. I'm one of the fathers of the classical school. Today, I would like to talk about my story. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I was born in Kirkcaldy, Scotland. When I was 14 years old, I studied at Glasgow College. I entered Oxford when I was 17 years old. I studied for 6 years at Oxford. In 1715, I was selected as a professor of logic at Glasgow College. In 1751, I was appointed as the chair of logic. In 1752, I took to the chair of moral philosophy, which I held for 12 years. I have published a few books. I eventually published The Theory of Moral Sentiment in 1759. My most famous book is The Wealth of Nations. This book made me one of the most important economic thinkers. It is because The Wealth of Nations is the forerunner of the modern academic discipline of economics. Therefore, people call me as the father of economy or the father of capitalism. A few major ideas are mentioned in this book. The first major idea mentioned in this book is the division of labor. There are three reasons why a more significant division of labor may increase productivity. The first reason is that each worker develops increased feasibility in performing one single task repeatedly. The second reason is that time is saved, for workers need not go from one kind of work to other. The last reason is that machinery can be invited to increase productivity once task has been simplified and made routine through the division of labor. The second major idea mentioned in this book is the harmony of interest and limited government. In my opinion, the pursuit of self-interest can lead to a socially efficient outcome. For example, customer looks to find a lower price for a good, workers try to get a higher pay, and the businesses pursue profit. There is a invisible hand that channels self-interested behavior in such way that the social good emerges. The concept of the competition covers the invisible hand. For example, competition between merchants or productions in maximizing profit will drive down the price of goods. Between employees to find better work, worker will put an upward pressure on return level. Between workers will maintain productivity. Between customers will maintain price of produce. I am in favor of the government that do not hamper the working of the market. It's because the government are wasteful, corrupt, infection. The government like this will drop the market. However, I stress that the government should maintain law and order, keep the country safe from foreign enemy, build and maintain public works that ordinarily citizens won't build, and find the education of those who cannot afford it. Government should only do what people cannot do individually, such as to protect a society from foreign attack, maintain public works and institutions that would not be maintained for profit motive. The government should have minimized interventions in the economic form. Just let the market go freely. The market is able to go by itself. The third major idea mentioned in this book is trade. I am in favor of free trade. I derive my support for free trade among nations by basing it on the also desirability of trade among individuals. Nations should specific in producing goods for which they have advantage and trade for goods for which other nations have advantage. If a foreign country can supply us with a commodity cheaper than we can make it, better buy it from them. Export also can remove surplus products and bring back products for which there is a domestic demand. Those are the main idea of the wave of nations. Now let's make a conclusion of my contribution to economic growth. My main contribution was to build a coherent and logical theory of how the economy works based on two pillars, which are reasoning ability and natural order. Besides, I am also known for my theory of credit gross domestic product (GDP) and compensating for wage difference. The last but not least, my contribution is the idea of laissez-faire. Based on my contributions to economic growth, is really helpful to the modern economics. Economics is a study of cost and effort relationship in an economy. Its purpose is to describe the consequence of various ways of locating resources which have alternative use. It has nothing to say about philosophy or values any more than it has to say about music or literature. That is my story. I am Adam Smith. Thank you for watching. See you next time.